Hello dear students, yesterday I explained you 3 paragraphs of the chapter Different Kind of a School, and there we notice narrator is talking about a different kind of a school. The owner is Miss Beam, and when he entered inside the school premises, he observed a little girl of 13 years, and she has bandage on her eyes, and one boy is there to guide her, right? Then she met with Miss Beam, and she was a middle-aged woman full of authority. She was a kind lady, and a kind of plump figure she had. And narrator was asking some of the questions about her teaching methods. Okay, now I'm reading the fourth paragraph. In that fourth paragraph, Miss Beam is replying. No more than is needed to help them to learn how to do things. Simple spelling, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and writing. The rest is done by reading to them and by interesting talks, during which they have to sit still and keep their hands quiet. There are practically no other lessons. Now, see. Her reply was that in her school they taught simply by helping them to learn simple spellings, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and writing skills. The rest of the learning was done by reading to them and conducting interesting talks, during which they were supposed to sit silently without moving. Except this, there were actually no other lessons. That was a reply of Miss Beam, right? In fifth paragraph, the real aim of this school is not so much to teach thought as to teach thoughtfulness, kindness to others, and being responsible citizens. That is a wonderful line said by Miss Beam. The real aim of her school was not to teach thought, as to teach thoughtfulness, to teach kindness, what is to be a kind person, okay, being responsible citizen, okay. Look out of the window a minute, will you? Okay, what is the meaning of this paragraph? Further, she added that the actual aim of this school was to teach thoughtfulness to the students, to make them sensibly kind and concerned towards others, and to awaken them to their duties. Then she asked me to, means she asked the narrator to look out of the window. Right? Then see what happened. In sixth paragraph, I went to the window which overlooked a large garden. When he peeped out of the window, he see a large garden and a playground at the back. What do you see? Miss Beam asked. Miss Beam asked that, what do you see? I see some very beautiful grounds, I said, and a lot of jolly children. Jolly means happy nature, jolly nature children. It pains me, though, to see that they are not all so healthy and active looking. When I came in, I saw one poor little girl being led about. She has some trouble with her eyes. Now I can see two more with the same difficulty, and there's a girl with a crutch watching the others to at play, right? She seems to be a hopeless cripple. Now see, first of all, what is the meaning of hopeless? That means unfortunate or without hope. Okay, now see what happened then. The narrator explained what all he was able to see. Beautiful grounds, he saw beautiful grounds, many cheerful children. He was sad to notice, then he said that he was sad to notice some children who were not very healthy and active. After coming in, he noticed a little girl, when she entered in the school premises, I told you she noticed a girl. So that is what she was telling to Miss Beam, that he noticed a girl who had trouble with her eyes. Then he observed two more with the same kind of disability. He also noticed a girl with a crutch who was watching the other children at play. Perhaps she was lame. Okay, now what happened in the next paragraph? In paragraph number 8, now I'm reading paragraph 8, that is, Miss Beam laughed. Oh no, she said. Miss Beam replied that, oh no, she is not really lame. She is not disabled. She is not really lame. This is only her lame day. That is the day decided by Miss Beam. That is the lame day. Right. Then she said, the others are not blind either. At the same time, the other students you have seen with bandaged eyes, covered eyes, so these are also not blind. It is only their blind day. Okay, I think you are trying to understand. I must have looked very surprised, for she laughed again, and she laughed again. Right, now see what happened. In that one, Miss Beam laughed and explained. After that, Miss Beam laughed and explained that she was not lame, rather, it was her lame day. The others are also not blind but are observing their blind day. She laughed again at my astonished look. Okay, so I think you are taking interest in that chapter. Next paragraphs, explanation of the next paragraph we will do tomorrow. Okay, read it, try to find out the meaning of the difficult words. Thank you.